What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Give me a second. Oh, there she is. All right, she on this thing. All right.
Yeah, I had to refresh it. I don't know what happened with me.
All right. Let me mute all these other audio outputs. That way, we good to go, and then they come through my mic. Second. Oh, all right. There we go.
Good.
All right. What's good, everybody? Man, it's the first episode of Let's Talk Tech. I'm your host, HD, and we got JD with us right here.
Oh, JD, that's what we give me. Oh, I like that. I'll take it.
Yeah, man. We got Justice Devon here, raining from I forgot.
Atlanta.
There you go. I even sent you from Atlanta. What you thought about the verses last week?
Oh my God! Don't get me started on that. I think it went good. I'm Team Gucci, so I mean, as like respect wise, definitely Jesus did his thing for sure.
Yeah, I think it was a good moment. You know, I told everybody they played y'all like Vince McMahon. You know, because if it was really that tense, they wouldn't been in there like that.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I feel like some of the stuff probably could have been a little scripted, but I don't know.
Yeah, man. Hey, when y'all come in here, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button so YouTube and Facebook can
I know
share the live.
I'm trying to share it on my other Instagram, but my phone is just being weird.
Yeah, I got like the actually I can go on Twitter too because it's on Periscope too. So let me see.
Oh really?
Yeah, this app let me stream to like everything.
What? I gotta try this out then. All right, because I'm trying to put it on my Twitter, and then I'm trying to put it on other stuff. And you may hear noises in the back because I have people at the house. And on top of that, I live in the city, so it's gonna be cars and all type of stuff going on. So just let y'all know.
You good? Let me see. All right, let's see. We got some people in here, man. Let's go ahead and do a couple of icebreakers. You're also welcome to ask me things too, because I know for my questions, everything is like one-sided, and it's like I'm asking you like everything.
Okay.
All right, guys. So if you're in there with us, we're finna figure out a little bit about Miss Justice Devon. Let me see. I don't want to butcher this. UX and UI,
okay,
right?
UX and UI designer.
Right. I just want to make sure. Got you. And for the ladies that's out there that might be interested in this, because I've had, women reach out like, oh, I think I want to do coding or this, doing that. I mean, they very well may like doing what you do, and they just don't know about it.
Of course.
All right. So first things first, your favorite artist to listen to, who are they?
You did not just ask me my first thing first. Okay. I'm a little hood tech. I like hood music, so my favorite artist right now is Lil Durk. I love Lil T, and I like Frito Bang.
Okay.
Like, he's different. He's a different vibe. As for artists in general, I'm a Navy fan, so I'm Team Rihanna. I'm waiting for her to put out some new music, but she haven't yet. And I like Drake.
Okay. Cool. Also, I seen you didn't mention some names on here that you had. Yeah, Ari Lennox and Sade.
I like Ari Lennox too, but I have like a different vibe. So like my vibe be all over the place when it comes to music. So I mean, women I can like pop, I can like rock, I can like R&B. It just depends.
I was gonna tell you before I go any forward. Your connection is kind of orange right now, so I don't know if that's like your cell phone signal or Wi-Fi.
I don't know. It's probably because I got all these people on my Wi-Fi right now.
Probably so.
When you say orange, it's not good at all. Like, it's bad.
Like it's good, but like your picture isn't that clear. So I don't want people to like.
Hold on, let me fix this. Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's showing red now. Whatever you did.
All right. Is
Now
that
that's green. So I can fix that. Watch this. I muted your other mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you perfect now. You real
perfect.
good.
All right, cool. So let me
Perfect.
set up. I gotta move.
Dang, she kicked out, y'all. I'm gonna get her back in here. Y'all bear with me. Oh, there she go. I'm bringing her back, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. My apologies. All right, but let's get started with your questions.
Okay, cool. So, and I know you said hood girl, so my Atlanta. And where are you from?
Okay, so I am from. I'm sorry, y'all about to see like half of my house right now. I'm trying to move this stuff around.
Let's hear that nice decor you got in there.
Oh, child! I'm in the middle of redoing it actually. Hold on. You can look at look at some views real quick while I'm trying to fix this.
All right, Drake.
Right. Oh Lord, I got that all the way down to the bottom. All right, I'm gonna have to leave that alone. But anywho, what was the question again?
What's your hometown?
Oh, okay. So I am from Albany, Georgia. Have anybody heard of that?
I only heard of Atlanta and
wow.
and Augusta.
Oh, it's nothing in Augusta at all.
I know they always joke about it. Only child? Got any siblings?
I am the only child on my mom's side, and I have 2 brothers on my dad's side.
Nice. You know, and if some guys are tuned in, you know, they may want to know, are you looking for like, you know, you looking for a babe for the winter or?
I am single. So am I looking? I'm open.
Hey, fellas, hey, get y'all Kobe on, man.
Not Jacoby.
All her stuff is in my description. You know what I'm saying?
I'm weak. That's why I said wasn't good. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to set up this camera. It's just not okay. I think I'll put it in.
Let's
now
see.
I gotta get my phone put together.
All right, so fellas, she is single. She ready to mingle. Let me think. I had some stuff on here that I didn't actually. We're gonna ask like some other things as far as like TV shows, movies.
Okay, so this is more like a get to know me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to, you know, vibe with you before we get into like trying to.
Okay, that's fine. Because I know some of my followers had questions as well. And so I just took a screenshot of their questions.
Cool. We can get into that like probably. Well, I'll let you know when we get to the end of like the questions, and then we can wrap that up towards the end.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, like movies, favorite TV shows.
My favorite movie is The Titanic.
That's a depressing movie.
It is, but I love that movie. All right, I'm about to have bug eyes.
Ooh, that ain't that bad.
Jesus, I look a mess. Oh, it's on my lash. Okay, this is not gonna work. It's definitely on my lash. But yeah, favorite movie Titanic. Second favorite movie is Goodfellas.
Okay.
Let's think. I don't really watch TV like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, anybody know me? Like one of my favorite movies is Major Payne.
Really?
Yeah, I can quote Major Payne word for word. Little Rascals. I really a whole bunch of movies. I can't really have a top 5. Like Life probably like one of my favorite funniest movies I watch like probably like every day.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
All right.
So much stuff around. I don't know where's nothing at anymore. I'm sorry.
Are you good? All right, now let's kind of get into some things.
Okay.
So for you guys that were not here in the beginning, can you please tell them like your occupation again?
Okay, I am a UI UX engineer, aka designer. User experience and user interface.
And can you like probably like in 3-4 sentences kind of explain to them in like layman's terms kind of what that is like when they're interacting with like websites and all that?
Okay, yeah. So for UX is I'm pretty much helping my clients and I go and understand the users' pain points, understand their behaviors and why they do what they do and why they struggle. As for user interface, I pretty much go in, I create wireframes, which is like skeleton blueprints to a website, and I create prototypes so they can see a visual before we actually make it functional. So I'm pretty much a web and mobile app designer, and that's it.
Nice. See, fellas, you didn't know you can look this good and do this, huh?
crazy because I started off with development, so I was just like, let me switch over real quick.
All right. So where did you go to college?
Okay, I went to 2 colleges. I went to Darton State in Albany, Georgia, and then I moved to Atlanta my sophomore year, and I went to Kennesaw State. Well, really, I went to Southern Poly first, and they merged, and then now it's Kennesaw State.
Okay, I've never heard of Kennesaw.
It's not worth.
Oh man. Did you do like when you were in school there? As far as like how long were you in school? Like if somebody wants to know.
I was in school for a minute, but I kept changing my major. So I was in school for like 5 years, but I rushed my software engineering courses. So I took the max every semester.
You sound like me. So since
I was ready to go.
Yeah, since we got into that, like, what made you? So what were you majoring in at first?
Okay, so I went from IT at first because I didn't really know the direction I wanted to go into. So I was like, okay, let me try IT to see what it's about. So I went into IT first, and then when I moved to Atlanta, I went into what, computer engineering technology, and that's done with more like hardware mixed with electrical. And then I was like, okay, wait, I don't like electrical things, and I don't like to solder, aka pretty much where you get this machine and you like it's metal and a lot of sparks and stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is not my speed. So I was like, let me go talk to my advisor and tell her what I really want to do with my career. And pretty much she was like, well, just go into software engineering. It's like pretty popular here. A lot of kids make good money off of it. And you can kind of do some like drawings and stuff like that and do websites. So I was okay, cool, I'll check it out. And that's how I got my degree in software engineering.
That's what's up. Because for people that's familiar with me, I started off like wanting to be an architect.
You know what? My best friend did the same thing. She wanted to be an architect, and that's what she become a lawyer.
Right. Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, I took wood shop and welding. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like doing architecture. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I decided like, nope, I don't like it. I'm finna go to IT.
I'm trying to post this thing so my followers can get on because I didn't have service, and so now they're like, "Where's the link?"
I think let me see something. I can do it. Let me copy it. I go to Twitter because I think I follow you on there.
Yeah. But I couldn't do it on.
There you go.
What did you just send it to me on Instagram?
Twitter. I just added you, so you can just hit the retweet button.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, I got it. So for the 6 of you here, I really appreciate it. All right, let's see, retweet. Now I'm gonna put it now.
Perfect.
All right, I retweeted it. Now I gotta do Facebook. I had to do Facebook, Instagram, my other Instagram account.
Good, you good.
Because I was trying to do it earlier, and I was like, oh, but you can continue if you're
I know I was gonna wait till you there because I mean the questions are for you. Spotlights on you.
Okay.
So with that degree plan, like what's in that curriculum, like, or I say this, somebody that's thinking about going to that, like, what should their interest be, or what should they kind of like if you think they would be able to succeed in doing that?
In software engineering?
Yeah.
All right, if you have a passion for being a team leader, go into it. It's great for project management. If you have a passion for writing, being an analyst, it's so broad, so many different ways to do it. If you have an interest in doing web design, mobile app related stuff, I would say do a mix of software engineering and get a minor in like human interaction and communication. If you want to be a die-hard developer, back-end developer, I'd say get a software engineering degree and get a minor in CS, like computer science. What else? Oh, if you want to be a QA tester, it's really good for QA testing. Look really good in your resume.
Cool deal.
It's so many things. Like, it's literally so many. But I found out about it because of my advisor, and I looked at how much money they made and like how much they're like over the years. I was like, let's do that.
Right, and I'm glad you said that because like when people go on my site and book a consultation or something like that, they'll normally go like to one area, maybe because they heard about it and made money. But I always ask people why. Like, do you like that, or do you want to do this make money? I mean, you can do that only for so long, but then you'll burn out because like it's not something you like to do. And that's kind of what I try to get a point across to people because they kind of they're like a lot of people are chasing. I mean, you see it on YouTube all the time. They're like, "Oh yeah, I make this salary, blah blah blah," and they're chasing the salary, but they're not understanding that them people also had a passion to do it.
I agree. They definitely don't understand for sure. And then when they get into it, they be all confused and like, okay, well, I thought it was easier than what I thought. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Software engineering is not easy. It's extremely hard. It's a lot of headaches, a lot of overnights, a lot of analyzing, and a lot of dedication. So if you're not the type of person to sit on a computer or really dig into like problem solving, it's not.
Right. Anything with engineering is really hard though, because I mean, my roommates, I don't know if he was electrical or mechanical, whatever engineer was, but dude used to like stay in there freaking building all night, come in, shower in the morning, go to this 8 o'clock.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you, with class, I was the worst with it. I was always late.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that because I remember how we even like kind of started like met up and stuff like that. Yeah, so we definitely gonna get into that. Let's see, what else we talked about? You told us why you chose tech, and tell us about pretty much some of the things that you did in college with like software engineering, like while you were learning it, like some of the things that you did with it.
Some of the things I did with it. Well, in college, I was so focused on just trying to make sure I passed my classes. So some of the things I did on free time, I didn't really do much. Like I was already doing websites on the side, so that's how I really started out. I was doing websites on the side, trying to get some extra money, and also build a case to build a clientele in Atlanta. And I started like like that. What else? I think that's pretty much it though, because I didn't really do much. I was.
What about
social?
I remember I read something when you was like you did your first site, you made your first website at like 16 or something like that.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I did this. My mom signed me up for this competition. It's called Blacks in Government in Albany, Georgia. And she was like, "Look, if you do this competition, you get some money." I'm like, "Okay, well, how much I'm getting? Like, what I gotta do?" She was like, "You gotta create a website." I'm like, "What? I don't know how to do that." So I did the competition. It was like, I think 2 months. We had to like prep 2 months straight, and we had to build a site from scratch. Because I was using Dreamweaver at the time. I was like, "What is this? Why am I?"
Yeah, I don't think I heard of Dreamweaver in a while.
Oh my god, I was using Dreamweaver, and it was like, I can't cuss, but it was something. It was something crazy. And I was like, I'm never using Dreamweaver ever again. And that's when I found out I could create templates and stuff. So I like used to customize templates, and I used to sell them too. Sell your templates.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at your shirt. What does your shirt say?
Let's see what it says. Software engineer. Yeah, that's me.
Is that you? Like that's your design, or you bought it from somebody?
No, it's mine actually. I'm in the process of actually trying to relaunch it because I was looking for like a new designer. So probably in 2021, I would have more shirts coming out.
Okay, cool deal. I know I gotta get some shirts. Yeah, but let's see. We got into kind of why you chose tech. When you were in school, let's get on this because listen, I got my only 3.0 my last quarter of school. Grades and internships, how was that, for you in school?
Okay, well, we're gonna keep this real simple. For internships, I never did one. For grades, I was a little rocky. I was one of those, if C's get your degrees, and I was like, yeah, that's why I made that video on YouTube about it, because I was like, it's not true. Don't fall for the hype. But
that's my motto.
Yeah, it was all over the place. I mean, I had A's, B's, C's, D's, F. But I only had that because I did not take the courses as serious as I should have until like my junior year.
Right, yeah.
Pass, I got it.
Yeah, I didn't like. I was upset that I had to go back into school and take classes that I just took in high school. I didn't care about them classes.
That problem.
Oh, you had like most of yours was like dual enrolled when you were in like high school or something like that?
Well, I didn't do it. But I know like the classes I took in college, I was like, wow, I don't think I took this before. Except for like the math classes, I took those before. But everything else, it was more so focused on my major than like just the basic academics.
Yeah, once I got into my major, I was straight because the stuff was interesting. But I was like, I don't care nothing about British lit or English lit or criminal justice and all these classes.
I didn't. Yeah, I think I took like probably 2 literature classes and that was it.
Yeah, that was some bull. I mean, the speech class was cool. I think everybody should take a speech class.
I did really good on that.
Yeah, I think it prepares you like to really talk, and it actually helps with YouTube now because you have to kind of detail your speech out and then time it and talk.
I have to prep it.
But speaking of that, I've also found like you said, C's get degrees. That was me and a couple of other students because I just realized like, man, I'm not gonna be at the top of the class. I'm gonna just go ahead and get out because 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna ask me unless I'm trying to do an internship. Jobs not saying what was your GPA. I rarely got asked that.
Really? I stay getting asked that here.
And then it was like, but I've also figured like it's not everybody, but like a C person sometimes is probably gonna be one of your better workers when they transition over into the working world because they're different. They don't necessarily do everything by the book. They try to figure stuff out their own way, and they pretty much can improvise a lot of things and be successful. They normally like turn out to be the leaders.
Yeah.
Those 8 people who like always like super study and can memorize and do all that, they're normally just kind of like workers. They don't normally really pan out well to be leaders.
Well, I was a memorized person.
Yeah, but you just said also you were like when it came to school, you was like I know I could do it. You was like, I don't care about taking tests. Like, what is this kind of?
No, I didn't. I would literally go look at the paper or go like look at some study material before, like probably an hour before, and I just memorized everything. Or I was a student. I have a friend who was really smart and actually class.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was hey, help me out. If not, I'll slide you a 20 real quick. Help me out.
What programming language did y'all learn in college?
All right, the first one I learned was C#, and we had to create a video game, which was the craziest thing ever. We used this tool. What was it called? I just had it in the back of my head. It was like this tool we used to use, and it was like everything's in 3D. Crap, I'm about to lose the name, and I know it was literally on my phone. It was just, when I found the tool, I'm gonna post about it. But we had to make a video game for the semester, and we had to make like at least I think 5 videos, like small little games. And it was like a lot of coding, and we had to do it in groups too. So I was like, that was annoying. But everything was in C# though. Like that was the only language we used for that class.
Nice.
C#, and then I took C++. That was the worst one to me. I didn't like C++. So I was like, I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I was like, it's the hardest thing. And then we took Java. Java was okay. I took JavaScript, and then the HTML, CSS started kind of. And then my favorite language was Python, so it was so like freestyle type. So I was like, yeah, I like Python. I can do a Python. But that was the last language that I learned.
Yeah, I like Python. I had to take a Python class in grad school. Do you want to know what they're trying to make us learn how to do in undergrad? And they're actually at my alma mater. They are still like doing this in the curriculum, and I'm actually going to talk to them about this because it's stupid. But they are still like showing them VB.
They did what?
Yeah, like nobody. I have never seen. Well, I can't say I've never seen, but 9 times out of 10, when I'm looking at job descriptions, I don't see them say must know how to code in Visual Basic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a waste of time. That's why I never really cared to learn it because I was like, man, this look.
But that I can't agree with though, because like even in my school when they were trying to teach us code, they literally just threw us some books and like, here, go play.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it wasn't Visual Basic though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like that was the whole thing. Man, like, are you serious? 10 years? Like I graduated undergrad literally 7 years ago. So I had a client that just graduated like last year, and she sent me a curriculum. I was like, these are the same classes that pretty much that I took, and the same stuff I was learning. I was like, no wonder people having a hard time because y'all ain't never do nothing to y'all curriculum.
Wow, yeah, I agree. I feel like once that a school actually established the curriculum, everything would be so much smoother because even at my school, they was all over the place. Man, and like and that's why I feel like when people say they're self-taught, I'm like, y'all stop saying that because I feel like everybody's self-taught. In my opinion, don't shoot the messenger, but I just feel like everybody's self-taught because I mean, professors is really there just say yes or no.
Yeah, who was I talking to somebody? I was talking to somebody, but like I feel like college needs to be redone and it needs to be similar to like those like nursing and like dentists or like doctors, whatever majors that require you like to actually do a clinical, not that because even sometimes in an internship you can finesse it because you might not be learning anything. But if they literally co-op program, and they get with industry leaders and say they need to know how to do all these things, and whether they got to invest money into the school and it's a clinical done with the school with like fake data, everything inputted into the system where they do stuff practical. They need to do something like that, because if not, people just memorize it for a semester, then they forget it because they're not using the stuff.
Exactly. And I feel like they should give us more, I say, real life activities. Like for my senior year, they had us in groups, and I did not know this would happen in the real world. And then once I got into the real world, I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad it's in college. Like we had a group where we had a project manager, we had a QA tester, we had a developer, and we had design. That's what made me want to get into design, because I was like, I really want to do this. Like I fit here. Like we got a bomb developer, we got a bomb tester, and a project manager, and a business analyst. Yeah, okay, I can do this. Because at first I was worried. I was like, I didn't know what position I wanted to get in. So I was like, I don't know if I want to be a BA, or do I still want to do design, or want to try something new. So I say they give us more exercises to to work on in like college. It will get rid of all the laziness and all the good work.
Right, because
people be actually motivated.
Yeah, and funny you say that, because undergrad, my capstone class was system analysis and design, and it was similar. It wasn't as in detail, but we had to go find a real world problem and fix it. I think we had like the intramural, and they had a bowling alley, and they didn't have like a good inventory system. So we went through and talked to them and designed the inventory system, a little program to kind of track the shoes. So it was simple, but it was on a small scale, kind of showing you how you do projects. And then even now, like I actually did a video. I shot it last week. I haven't edited it yet, but it was about like, should you get your master's? And I was saying really the best thing masters do is like put you in groups, and you have to like work on stuff, and that's what you'll do if you get them. Like,
well, for me, I was debating about going back to school to get a master's. I'm like, is it even worth it?
It depends. Like for me, like I tell everybody in my video, I only went back to get my master's because I was bored at the job I was at the time. So I was like, I need to do something. But I have a MS in technology management. So my master's is more predicated on like managerial level stuff, which will help you manage people, along with one of the biggest words that's going to stick out in the video when I bring up emotional intelligence. That's a big one. If you know about that, you'll be far. You'll actually be able to get a lot out of people, and they won't know how you know how to do
that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit on that video. I might freaking edit it and drop it like Friday or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to the point where I just shoot.
Huh? I was really debating about going to get a master's. I'm like, I didn't know if it was worth it for me, even pay wise. I don't really think it's gonna be worth it. But then again, I don't really like school, so I'm like, Cause see me, I'm tired. I'd just rather go get a whole bunch of certification and call it a day.
Yeah, right. Honestly, the way I would advise somebody to go to master's, like if their job can pay for it.
Oh yeah, see, my company they pay for it.
Yeah, if they pay for it, it's cool. Like with me, the company I was at before I was at this one, I was gonna get them to pay for the rest, but then I got laid off. But I was like, oh well, it's life. Everybody.
Yeah, it is life, and that's one thing I've learned too as an engineer. Even with contractors, like they always told me to just save your money, stack your money, because one minute you can be super rich and the next minute you can be super broke. You'll lose the contract, and the next minute it's up. So it's like in engineering, I just say always save your money, because you'll never know when you're gonna get cut. You'll never know when you're gonna get a promotion. It's just so iffy up and
down. Man, tell me about it. That's actually a good one. I've been thinking about doing a video for people that's in tech to tell them like, don't really fall victim to what's it called? I think the real term is like lifestyle creep.
Yeah.
The way to always have money is like kind of be like, oh, I could buy it, but I don't need it. If you can master that, you'll be straight.
Yeah, I agree. And on top of that, I feel like every engineer needs to get like a financial advisor. Like especially new coming out, like you new to engineering, you making a lot of money. I advise y'all go get a financial advisor ASAP.
Facts. And actually,
they go through their money so fast, it's ridiculous.
Hey, if y'all watching this, I got an advisor for you. Friend of mine that works for Western Mutual. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get at me, and I'll send them to you.
Yeah. Because I mean, some people don't know, they don't have any guidance. They're like, dang, I'm making all this money. They never seen this money before. They just splurging and wasting money on stupid stuff. So I just say spend your money wisely.
Okay, let's get back on some topics.
Okay.
Tell us about like some tech stereotypes you've ran into.
I think the ones I had the most was my senior year of college. As a professional, I don't really get it as often. The first one I would say is I interviewed for this company in Atlanta, and I had a dude tell more recruiter tell me that I wasn't worth over 50K, and I was like, okay, what made you say that? And he was like, you're young, you just got out of college, and you know you're a different color. So in the tech industry, we don't really pay women this much. Like he was spilling all the tea, which is crazy because I'm like, well, at least you honest. So, but he was spilling all the tea. He was just like, yeah, I don't think you would make even more over 50K. So I was like, okay. So that made me want to go even harder. So after that, that made me want to like, okay, well, I'm gonna increase my salary at least 20K more since I'm gonna see what I could play with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was one. Other than that, I really don't have people. Oh, besides me being extra girly, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's I like. All right, I'm gonna touch on like the guys first. Like if you when you run out and guys talk to them, or you tell them kind of what you do or what industry you do. Like, are they normally shocked that they wouldn't think you do that, or what?
Yeah,
How about this?
like,
What do they think you do before you tell them what you do? How about that?
Some people be thinking I'm in like a different type of consulting, or they'll be like, "Oh, you must be in sales." I get sales all the time. People think I'm in sales, or they think I'm just a college student still because I still like a baby, so they think I'm still in school. Um, but yeah, when I tell them that, they just like, "For real? No, you kidding me? You're not no engineer." And that's why I made a shirt that said, "So what does an engineer look like?"
Hey,
It
I
was
like that.
so funny. I used to wear it all the time. I gotta get another one made.
That's fire. I forgot I had some that I think I said I was gonna put on the shirt. I ain't gonna say it. Somebody might steal it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's interesting because I actually made me want to ask you about this. I have some women friends that's like in tech now,
Uh-huh.
and they've told me that like they don't think their interview processes have been that strenuous. Like, how do you feel about that? Do they take it easier on you because you're a woman,
No.
or you feel like it's hard?
Yeah. For sure, 100% it's harder. Matter of fact, I had one company tell me I was too real in my interview, and
Hey,
they was like,
that is a thing too.
"Yeah, I was like too real," but it was so crazy because it was an interview I didn't even want. So I was like, I really don't even care at this point. I was like, I don't want to be here. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow, pick up the vibes, anything to get me out of here quicker. Because this is what I used to do. I used to go interview at companies I didn't like or didn't want, so I can practice.
Right. You sound like
And then,
my friend, man.
yeah, I
He was
used to
talking about that.
practice with the people I didn't like, and then when I do the real one, I know what to say and what not to say.
Yeah, that's how it was. Let's see, this year when I was contemplating like leaving my company, hey, this me spilling some tea if y'all listening. I interviewed with I forgot one of the bigger hospitals in the DFW area, and I didn't care. Time to do answer the phone. I didn't care for the interview because it wasn't a conversation. It was like he was reading up a paper, asking me stuff. So I really stopped caring about like what he was asking me.
And then
But
you break it down to them, they still don't be understanding. They be like, "Wait, huh? What that mean?" I'm like, "You just asked me that question. How you don't know what it means?"
man, I got so many stories on interviews. I got a story time for a lot of them. But then I used that interview to practice for. I had an interview with Ernst and Young this year, and I used that one to practice for that. Which that process was like way better. Like I got like towards the end, where at the freaking. I thought that was bad. I interviewed with like 4 people in that day, like one after another.
Really?
And I thought that was bad. And one of my friends was like, "Shoot!" And his if he don't mind me spilling the tea since he got on his Twitter, he was like his Amazon interview. He had to interview like 6 people.
He had to interview 6 people at a time, or like
Probably back to back. It probably
oh
was like all day interview process.
yeah, their interview process is pretty long. I'm trying to send this link. Somebody just told me they didn't get it.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, Amazon interview process pretty long. Google is pretty long before COVID.
Let me see. And we got 4 people watching on YouTube. I need 4 likes.
Oh, you could tell where they're at. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll tell me who's watching now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, I made another post. But yeah, and I like the interviews that one that actually fly you in. Those are fun.
See, I've been waiting to do one of those because EY was like that, but since I stayed in the area, they was like, oh, that's only if you stayed outside a certain radius. So I was like, damn, I was trying to get like a hotel and everything on them.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing. Like on my senior year when I was flying out to get do interviews, I was like, this is so fun. Like everything's paid for. All you gotta do is just send them all the stuff that you spent money on to get reimbursed. Even though that takes a while, but it was still fun. Everybody was pretty nice, and I got a lot of great feedback. Though, actually, like they gave me the most feedback out of anybody I really interviewed. Like the people who I had to go fly to, turned out. They were talking about what I need to fix, what I need to do differently, what I need to change, all that.
Yo, what up, Mr. Jack?
Hey y'all, hey.
What's good with it? Let's see. I forgot we had some more questions. I forgot I thought it was just one page.
What?
But you know what's funny? I've showed some people like your IG, and I've did this for a test to ask like how you said, what does an engineer look like?
Mm-hmm.
So I've covered people's like bios to before. I'm like, so what does she look like she is? And like, oh, she's an influencer or a YouTube model or something like that.
Oh,
and I was like, nah, she does this, and they'd be shocked. And I was like, yeah, I'm opening y'all minds because a lot of y'all are in some of the same. And this is really for my women. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm getting on y'all. But a lot of y'all don't really know about some of these fields because it's not a lot of us that's in the field, so you don't know about them. And then you're shocked when you see somebody like this, but you can do it too.
yeah, you definitely can. Because I was literally the only girl in the classroom sometimes. The only girl in the classroom.
I think that's an advantage too. I think it made you work harder.
It did. And what's so crazy though, like some of the guys were like buttholes about it and some were really cool about it. But it made me, I feel like I was up for the challenge. I don't get scared. It helped me with my courage, actually. I know how to handle men. Because, when you work with a lot of men, it's a lot of egos in the way. So it's.
You think so?
Ego. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess, but it might be on the personality types. Yeah. Huh? It must be the personality types, like the designers and programmers and stuff like that, maybe.
Developers against developers. Or developers against project managers. That's what it is.
Because normally in my settings, I mean, I don't really run into ego. I do run into grown men who be scared to talk up for themselves. I run into that.
Yeah. See, they would tell you quick at my company. I don't take nothing.
I like that. I respect it.
I'm very respectful with it too.
So give me like your top 3, you got me messed up email replies.
You know what's so crazy? I have my business analyst typing for me. Because I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to say, but I don't have the time. So can you type it up for me and say it? Matter of fact, let me go look. I got it.
Man, while she get that, I'd be getting mad. I was like, so he really just asked me this.
Yeah, or I'd be dang it. I'm finna go on my Teams right now and go look because I literally had this happen the other day.
See, what be making me mad? It be small stuff that people don't do and be pissing me off. Like I'm willing to help anybody as long as they trying to help themselves. But if you BSing your time with me, I will not help you, especially at work. I got other stuff I can be doing. I don't need to be worried about you when you seem like you can't get it.
Facts.
But speaking of you working hard, I've been trying to get for people that don't know, I'm a security analyst. I've been trying to get a girl on our team for the longest. So hopefully we open up.
Wait, that's cybersecurity?
Mm-hmm.
I have a few. Well, I can't talk. I have a few mentees. Actually, they're in cybersecurity right now. They want to be cybersecurity engineers.
Nice. Yeah, we got some stuff going on. Restructuring and reorgs.
Yeah, because actually for my mentee program. And right now, I really just have like girls. I have like 10 girls right now. I do like 10 girls a semester. And I have some from like cybersecurity, software engineering, or want to get to engineering. I got a girl who's trying to transition from a project manager now to a UI UX designer. And so far, I like it's pretty cool. I like that I can have somebody, I can help them out. Because when I first started, I didn't have anybody help me out.
Right.
So I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely my thing. So I like mentoring. It's pretty fun. Even though that was just a random thought, I just wanted to.
No, cool. I mean,
cybersecurity, and I was like, oh my god, I have 2 girls that are in cybersecurity right now.
Yeah, you can email me or whatever. I guess what they're looking for engineering roles. I can look on our internal site and see what we got. I mean,
Yeah, and you can, if you can, like, cause sometimes I have some of my professional friends help them with interviewing.
yeah,
So that'd be great. Cause I don't know how a cybersecurity interview goes. So I was like, I was gonna send them to the Digital Empress. You know, she's in cybersecurity,
yeah.
and I was trying to make a little deal with her. But yeah, that worked.
Yeah, I mean, we could do. I mean, one of the I don't know if you know him, but he's blowing up on YouTube stuff now too. Dayspring, young Dayspring, Day Cyberwalks. I had to send you his thing. I share stuff on my IG sometimes, but I've been helping him.
He's a tech YouTuber.
Yeah, black too. He just got his.
I only watch, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Only tech people I watch is you, Digital Empress, Mike Locke, and another girl. It's an Asian girl. I forgot her name. Y'all like the only ones I watch. I don't really watch anybody else.
Yeah, well, I watch. Well, me and him started the same time, but he just did his. He got his A plus, Net plus, and Sec plus, and he has a. He got his cybersecurity internship in his freshman year, and I've been, giving him advice and helping him out with stuff like that. And then I have some other younger people that I help out too with this stuff, because I tell people all the time, hey, don't take this the wrong way, because I say this to my guys. When you talk to these recruiters, treat them like how you do some of these women when you treat them when you're dating. It's like, for whatever reason, y'all don't really like us too much when we feel like when we be too needy towards y'all. Like when we kind of blow y'all off a little bit and act like y'all ain't that important, y'all kind of be like more on us. So I'd be like telling them don't come out too desperate to them, because they can feel like they got leverage on you, which they do. They do that a lot.
Yeah, don't be no simp. I mean, we like simps, but don't be too simp.
Y'all do like simps, but at the same time,
but don't be too simpy.
Y'all will have like the simp to like bring y'all food and other stuff, but you got the dude who, like, for example, the simp sent you probably like 5 sentences on your picture on IG.
I'm weak. That is
right.
Funny.
They'll say like 3 or 5 a paragraph on like one of your pictures, you know what I'm saying? And the dude that you actually like, that's cute or whatever. That's it. Nice pic, something like that. He just be.
No, they don't say nothing. They literally just scroll right past it.
Like, that too, but they don't put a lot of energy. But you love it.
No, it irks me. I hate it. Cause then when you do that, it makes you want to post another picture and a better picture. So I'm like, now I gotta post a picture better than that one because you didn't like it.
But he's still gonna do it because he know.
Guys are petty.
Y'all are too.
I mean, we can be, but we are based off energy. If your energy is off, our energy is gonna be off. That's just how we are. Even if let me take that back. Cause some guys give too much energy and then we get scared away. So I wouldn't say we're based off energy. We're based off the vibe.
Yeah, translations, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You play sports. If you open at the 3-point line, take the shot. If it's contested, pass it off. Don't rush it. Take what's available to you. You know what I'm saying? In football, we say take what the defense gives you. That's all you gotta do.
Well, whatever he just said, yeah, sure.
But I know we talked about what your major and your software stuff, but I don't think we actually talked about what really made you want to specify UX, because we got onto the end part. We said, I like design when you were talking about that group project you did.
Now, I have a whole YouTube video on this on my channel.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
24 minutes long at that.
Watch this. I'm going to, y'all.
I hit 2K the other day.
I'm finally finna have my first video that hits 1,000. I'm not famous like y'all.
I don't even be posting anymore. I stopped making videos because I'm like, I got plenty of content. It's the filming and the editing for me.
See, hey, we can work something out.
I've been trying to find an editor down here for the longest. I haven't found one yet.
I got way better on Adobe Premiere.
Oh, really?
Let me see. I think it's your is it?
I really hate these lashes. I'm never wearing these again.
Is it the major change video?
No, it's the story time. The first video I ever made.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the major change. Story time Google interview.
Yeah, major change. Sorry. That's how I don't even watch it. I be like, okay. If like, oh, your numbers went up, all right.
And that's what I'm not gonna lie. Since you put like them in there, that's kind of what makes me want to Want to name drop? I had a horrible interview experience with Texas Instruments 2 years ago.
Now we name dropping.
I mean, you put the Google interview. Why not? I can't say story time with Texas Instruments.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
put the
pin
link
that
in
for
there.
you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that and then put on the Facebook link too.
But yeah, I have a whole 24-minute video. But if you want the short version, I can give it to you. I was in one of my software engineering classes. It was user-centered design class, and my professor gave me an I. She gave me incomplete, so she told me basically make it up over the summer stuff. And she was like, "I like you. You have potential. I seen your drawings. I seen your work, but you don't ever show up to class sometimes. You're always late. Sometimes you don't show up at all." But she was like, "I want you to really understand this and get this before I even pass you. I don't want to pass you and you wasn't here actually learning anything." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'll take school for that." So over the summer, she had me literally go to her office every single day. I had to go to her office every day and tell her what I learned, what I did, and why I did whatever. And so it made me realize, because once I built a case study, and it was on the Waze app, actually. She had me to go and find the problems with Waze. What's wrong with Waze? Why do people like Waze? And how to use these Waze. And so I was like, okay, cool. And then that helped me understand, like, wow, I really like this. Like, I like to talk to people. I like to do surveys. I like to do interviews. I like to piece things together, figure out what's the problem, why we have a problem, and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I was like, hey, what is this called? She was like, it's called UI UX design. And I was like, did we never major this specifically for UI UX design? She was like, yeah, we do. It's called human interaction and communication. I think that's what you said it was. And I was like, oh, okay. So once that already happened, I was like, I'm about to go in my school year, so I'm not about to do it. So I was like, I'll just stick to what I have. But once I graduated, I literally took off all my coding, like programming stuff, off my resume, and I strictly just changed it to UI UX. Because when I was interviewing with companies, I was getting interviews for like software engineering positions and not UX positions. And every time I had an interview, they were like, "You don't even like software engineering career." Like they were like, "You don't want to be a developer. You want to be a designer." They're like, based off the things we talk about, and you keep switching to design, you don't want to be a programmer. You want to be a designer. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Because actually, Google actually helped me realize what I really wanted to do for real. Like it was the icing on the cake for me. So especially when they told me to come back and try again next year, I was really panicked. So they called me on my graduation day and told me I didn't get the job. So as I'm walking,
at least they called you though.
My degree. Say what?
At least they called though.
They ain't call you?
I ain't have an interview with Google, but I'm saying, you know, I didn't got ghosted by recruiters like these women that did me.
I don't never get ghosted. They always call me back.
Well, now they do because I have leverage. Like, but when I was not, you know what I'm saying, when I ain't had no job, they didn't care.
Yeah, that's wild. And I would always ask them, like, sometimes they wouldn't give me direct feedback, but they'd give me like a little bit, and I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. But yeah, they called me when I was walking down to go get my degree, and they was like, hey, we're gonna move on with another candidate, yada yada yada. I'm like, y'all called me on my graduation day, told me this. She's like, oh, you're graduating right now? Okay, sorry, bye. Okay, sorry, bye.
You can send this through a text?
Yeah, you got to text me that. So that's how that went with Google.
But that's nice though, because I mean, you learned early on exactly what you want to do, and you were able to transform your resume to show exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Now with the resume, I'm gonna tell you this: it took me forever to get my resume right because I was literally changing it every day, and I would literally write random UX designers on LinkedIn and be like, "Hey, can you look over my portfolio? Or can you look over my resume?" Some would do it, some won't. Some would think you're in competition with them. I'm like, it's not even that. So with my resume, I literally changed it every day, and I figured out what the trick was. I went to Georgia Tech career fair, and this lady at, I think, Georgia Pacific, she was like critiquing the shit out of my resume. And she was like, this is what you need to do. She was like, go home, write down every single thing that you have done, from jobs that you think that are important, not important, from the skills, all the stuff you learned, write them down. Have one big old list of like everything that you've done on one resume, and then create different files of like, okay, I want to be a UI UX designer. Have all the stuff that goes towards that, put it on that resume. It's like dragging and dropping or copy and pasting over. So you won't get rid of all your stuff. And then when you're trying to apply to different positions, if you're like really trying to get a job for real, you'll just go on Google Docs and be like, okay, I'm gonna pick my software engineer engineering resume. I'm gonna pick my UX design resume and stuff like that. Instead of just deleting it, redo.
Right. And shout
That's
out
what
to
I
Angel.
So, huh?
I was saying shout out to Angel.
Hey, Angel. But yeah, so that's what I do with my resume. So I just have like one big old dot. Oh, sorry. Hey, Google. I didn't even say that. Was talking. But yeah, so that's what I just do. I have one big list on my Google Doc, and I just copy and paste certain things on my resume that I already done. I just put it in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're supposed to tailor make your resume to whatever position you're applying to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I got my resume done 2 years ago, like every different job, I would have the job title up there. I probably would go in and look at like the company's principle or their mission statement. Yeah. Maybe switch some things up in my summary or my words or my objective or some other stuff and talk about it in interviews. So it's like, hey, that's a gym right there, guys. But if you want to know more, you got to schedule a consultation.
Hey, for real. We charge your feet. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
I do too, but I normally help people if they come into my inbox a little bit. But if it's going on to where it's like back to back to back, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say this, and this.
Yeah, like you could tell the ones who like really trying to get over and just trying to squeeze stuff out. And I'm like, all right, now I don't give you too much information.
Right, I'm like, this is good. But I say, if you want to go even more in depth, here's my site. I'm like, look, everything 20% off until the end of the year. So I'm like,
yeah,
have at it.
I don't wait. What? Oh, Angel. That's what I was thinking into it. Yeah, because I started BBS, which is can't even talk. Big Boss Secrets. So where I just get a whole bunch of girls, like college students or young professionals, and I mentor them. Because at first I was trying to do like a good 20, and I was like, okay, this is too much. I can't take it.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me do at least 10 a semester. So they all schedule different days. We have it bi-weekly, some weekly. I have a few girls I meet like twice a week. We go over resumes, interviews, and then like if they do really, really good in the program, I'll just go on and give them my like connection, my plug, like my recruiter, and then they'll interview. Someone gets a job too.
Yeah, like you really making me like this last part of the year I've been having to get better like with my time management. But I wouldn't mind probably get like 5 young guys maybe that's still in school or something like that. Mm-hmm. We have like our own little group message or Slack. So we post stuff and I help them out because once I'm able to see that you're trying to help yourself, then I normally tend to help you. But if you're just trying to, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like if you're more so like a leech and you just take from me and then I'm not seeing you apply what I'm saying to you, then I normally tend to kind of eventually not talk to you anymore because you're wasting my time. See, she looks frozen right now. I don't know what happened to her connection, guys. Let's see, she might bounce back. Let's see. Appreciate everybody that's in here right now. Let me see if we can get her back. There she is. Hang on a second. All right. We see you, but we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah, my laptop.
Good. Okay. Yeah, because it was showing red. So.
Yeah, but continue what you were saying.
But I was just saying, like, I tend to help people that want to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to help yourself enough, then I'm not gonna over-exude my time and help you.
Oh, and that's what I was about to say. So, to be honest, that's really why I started charging. Because at first, I wasn't charging at all. And I feel like I was doing too much and giving out too much information for free. Because let's be real. My information, like my degree alone, and on top of that, getting certifications, and on top of that, going to boot camps, all was close to like $100K. So, it's like, I'm giving you $100K worth of knowledge, and you want me to give it to you for free?
Right.
I was like, you're tripping. So, that's why I just started charging. Because I feel like they would actually care once you actually have them doing the work. Because at one point, I was doing too much of the work. I'm like, I'm doing your resume, I'm doing your LinkedIn, I'm doing all this, and you're not doing nothing. You're not meeting me halfway. So I was like, yeah. So the only way you're gonna take it serious is I charge you. So that's why I started charging people. And actually, I charge a subscription plan. So I charge monthly where it just draft out automatically, and you can cancel at any time.
Yeah.
But I just charge a monthly subscription.
Yeah, I know it's one person and I tend to actually help people even right now. Like I was like, if you just buy this plan from me, I will help you. But I was like, if you can't even show me you can pay the smallest amount of that plan,
Y'all see,
and you're trying to get some. Yeah, man, women always got like 30 pillows.
I got like 30 on this couch, but continue.
Like, if you can't even pay that small amount, I'm like, what is you really trying to do? You wasting both our time.
And that's the thing. So, like, I even have it where they can either pay monthly, like, if you want to pay $25 or $50 a month, you can. Or you can go and pay for the whole, because I have it, you can do 6 months and 12 months. So, you want to pay the whole 6 months, you can. If you want to do the whole year, you can. But, and if you want to cancel, I have some people that wanted to cancel. They was like, okay, I got all the information I needed. I feel like I'm prepared. I got the job. I would like to cancel my subscription. Okay, cool. You can do that too.
Yeah, and it's funny that when you mentioned the pay thing, because I don't know if you guys saw it. Like, I don't even know if you are friends with them on IG, but Devon Tech.
I don't really know too many tech people. All I know is Angel. Hey, Angel, if you're still here. I know Shantae, because that's my homegirl. I know all the girls who I did the Don't Rush Challenge with.
I ain't see the Don't Rush Challenge. Where the link to the Don't Rush Challenge at?
You didn't see it? I was thinking about putting it on my tech page. It was on my main page. And I was like, I need to put that on my tech page. Because it was all over the tech platforms with that. Like, all over. So.
I finished my drink.
But I will repost it on my Instagram now since you said that. Because I was thinking about doing it yesterday. I was like, I need to repost that video.
We didn't ever see it. But I was on his IG Live. That's the one I was telling you about, that interview with Amazon and stuff like that. He's I'm going to have him on the channel too, because he's, 4 years younger than me. And he's doing it big. But we were talking about how, like, people only respect it when they got to pay for it.
Exactly.
For whatever reason.
That's the reason why I did what I did, because I was giving away too much free time. And on top of that, I value my time too much. Because I have a lot of people asking me, how do you manage time management? And I'm like, it's simple. You let people know what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. Well, if you're good at your job and you're really good at what you do, you can do that. If you're new, give it some time.
Somebody got an email from the mail or something. It must be you.
Me? I got an email.
Let's see. We already talked about the interview. Again, differently. Let's talk about this though, because I got my own opinions on this. How do you feel like you get treated being like a black woman in tech? Because I remember, of course, you alluded to like why they don't want to pay you a certain amount of money. That's what the recruiter said. But besides that, anything else that you noticed different from your, other skin contemporaries?
At my company, no.
Well, I'll say this before you got to your company. Anything that you maybe noticed?
I mean, besides that little salary conversation, not really, because I'm a likable person. And so I can hold a conversation with anybody. Blue, brown, yellow, don't matter. And on top of that, I literally grew up around white people all my life. So I didn't really have any issues with that. Even before that, I didn't have no issues. Now, I can say in college, I had a professor. He was very judgmental, and he did not like me wearing girly outfits. And he didn't like me that I had a pink computer. I was literally like the legal blonde. What is it? Legally blonde?
Legally blonde?
I was that person in the class. And he was like, why you in my classroom with all this pink on? Excuse me? I paid my tuition just like everybody else. Matter of fact, and I paid mine in cash. So please don't try to come for me about no pink in this classroom.
Yeah, I'm trying to see why he cared.
Besides that one professor, that's the only issue I had. Oh, and besides that salary incident, I know.
See, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe I say it's different sectors in tech where it's different. Like, for example, I got my ebook coming real soon. Everybody dropping the ebooks. And I'm probably gonna talk about it. Like, one of the biggest issues. One of the reasons I actually got my master's also is because I don't see a lot of people that look like me that are managers, or that are the hiring managers. I can't tell you how many interviews, if not all of them, I went on where I didn't see nobody look like me across the table.
No, I can't agree because I'm the only black girl in my company.
Yeah, and it was times it was kind of like, weird. Like, I just could feel like, sitting at the table like, oh, these, and then it's not younger people, it's like some like kind of like older middle-aged white men and people like that. And I'm like, Like, I think one of the things that got me is like I had this interview for a security assistant, and I wanted that job because I was gonna get to travel like every day and come back on like Friday, Saturday, and I think leave Sunday evening or some crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to the interview, it was nothing but white people, and I feel like that Because sometimes when you go in person, because I killed all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And I killed that interview too. And then they say we decided to go with somebody with more experience. I'm like, what you mean? You knew my experience before you took me to that thing, and that position didn't really require a lot of experience.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have a lot of vague ways to say why they hire you. Like I went through a position one time interviewing to where verbatim the recruiter told me that they told them, yeah, he was the best candidate we interviewed, but we're gonna pass on him. I'm like, what?
Well, I'll say this: if that ever happened to me, I didn't know because I probably didn't really care. But that makes sense. Cause like, wow, you think about it, yeah. Especially like when you ask for feedback.
Man, it wasn't even that. I was just like, so why they said like, because I know when stuff be going. I was like, so what's the reason for them saying no? Really?
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on Texas Instruments. I'm talking about them dudes wasting my time.
But
for like
you know
4 or
who's
5
really
interviews.
bad down here in Atlanta with that? What is it? Ernest Young. They're horrible down here.
Really?
Yeah, horrible. Like a lot of black people don't like working there.
See, so I interviewed 4 people.
And Accenture too. Sorry if I'm putting people name dropping, but Accenture like that down here.
Really?
Yeah.
I was trying to work at Accenture like when I first got out of college too. I got a shout out to Brent. I think I seen Brent like this. Brent was trying to get me on there, but it's crazy because I lost my train of thought that fast. What job was I talking about? I think I was talking about TI. I was talking about TI because I think they wasted my time like 4 or 5 times, like making me get up early, wearing my good suits. Oh yeah, your watch is nice, blah blah blah. And then you interviewed me 4 or 5 times just to ghost me. Yeah. And I was looking simpish in my emails. That's why I'm actually a different person now when it comes to career coaching. I'm probably gonna tell people I really don't believe in follow-ups. I really feel like if they like you, they like you. Because
I never sent a follow-up.
That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like every time I sent a follow-up, I didn't even get that job.
And you know what's so crazy? With the job I'm at now, I didn't even apply for it. They called me and found me off the internet.
Yeah, so
I did one interview and that was it. They was like, yep. They were like, how much you want? Oh, okay. We'll send you an email.
With some of my strategies now, I applied at the company I'm at now. I applied for a different role. Then the director at the time hit me up and was like, "Hey, you talked to so and so yesterday, so yeah, we know you worked here. Wooty woo, yeah. So look, what you was making at the last spot? All right, so how about we offer you, this amount?" Blah, blah. I was like, bet, because my drought ended towards like May of 2018, and then that's when like all my offers started coming in. Like I had an offer from like Atos, a customer company now. But right after I accepted, I could have leveraged this some more, which I should have did, but I didn't care. I just so happy to get another job. Right after I accepted my offer for Optiv, Hilton called me and it was like, yeah, we got a new cyber program we're running up. We want we like your profile, whatever. We want to kind of like, talk to you, whatever. Say, well, shoot, I just got an offer, you know what I'm saying? So let's do this or whatever. And
yeah.
So, but that was going to be cool because they were doing a lot of cool things with Hilton as well. But now looking 2 years later, I don't know how beneficial that'd be, like with them taking a hit with the economy and pandemic with people not staying in hotels and stuff as much. So who knows what would have led into that now? Because hindsight always 2020. But yeah, I mean, this company, like in my book, when I probably get towards the end, I'm like, this is the only company where like I could say like, look what happens when you give a black person the same chance as everybody else. Because most of the time in life, like everybody else is like ahead of us, and then we start way behind, and we got to run super fast to catch up.
Yeah.
In this position, everybody started off at the same, and I pretty much went past everybody. I mean, still doing it now. So that's definitely like I think everybody who's watching this know like all we really want is like an equal opportunity and a fair chance to shine. Like that's it. I don't want to have to come in and bust my butt to outshine somebody who's getting paid more than me who don't know what they're doing. Like I got a friend who's constantly dealing with that. It's like, why they hired this dude? He ain't got the credentials to be over me. He don't know what he's doing.
I've literally had that happen to one of my clients when I was on a consultation, and she was telling me about that, and I was like, that is just crazy. And they hired their homeboys at that. That would be
nice.
You hiring your homeboy that don't know nothing about this. So it's like, and then you gotta tread lightly because you don't know if the homeboy's sensitive or not. So it's just
And that's big facts. I
That's
mean,
ridiculous.
my company when I first went to Dallas, one of the guys started working there. Um, I'm finna show what Angel said because I like her comments.
Hey, Angel be on it. I love watching her stories, but she be so on it.
What is? I mean,
What
since
did
she can't really talk
I
about.
can't see it on my phone.
Really? Oh, she said a consultation fee is a must. If you go on YouTube, you should be able to see it. What is Angel? What do you do?
You ain't checked out Halo yet?
No. I hadn't. I don't think I'm familiar with her.
Oh, yeah. Go check out Halo.
I've been trying to get familiar with like all like the tech people like right now like you mentioned me, and I think Empress and I forgot who else. I stumbled upon you, Annalise, Day Cyberwalks. It's a couple other people. I've been. I think I found about. I think Visual Empress, her name is Taylor. I stumbled upon her. What's called it? I actually wouldn't mind extending the olive branch. I think she saw me probably being a little bit jerky one time in her comments, and I really wasn't.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you came on my YouTube with your comment, I'm like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, no.
I had to reread it. I was like, hold on.
Right, yeah, because I mean, I didn't mean no disrespect, but I was kind of telling you like my POV of like internship stuff like that, and I was just like, that's why I try to like type it out good. I'm like, not we can always talk about so I can explain myself. Even me and her situation, it was like because I knew at the time I had more experience than her, and I was telling her that she was doing a good job. And what I normally do in my videos where I'm trying to inform people, I script them out, and I was saying you're doing a good job, but I was like, I feel like sometimes you're being repetitive, and sometimes you like saying stuff that you already said over and over again. And she, I can understand we're creators, you could be sensitive about our stuff, but it was only meant to help. Because even at that time, I wasn't even doing this channel at the time. I had a boxing channel, and I was just telling that. So I mean, maybe maybe you can see a collab.
Criticism like that. Luckily, me, I'm used to it. That's what I do for work. I listen to feedback and criticism all day. But I was just like, what are you trying to say?
No, because I watched the video, hit thumbs up, so it wasn't like I was on there like hating.
Yeah, I know. I was like, is he trying to say he want to do a video together? Or I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I'm like, what is he trying to say?
Hey, for y'all don't know, this video was, this live session was supposed to be done probably like 4 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Miss Justice is a busy bee.
I be tired because I be doing so many things, so I be like, and then on top of that, I do interior design too on the weekends. So.
Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying? You reminded me like. Even though you don't watch shows a lot, Tyler Perry had the show called Bruh. And when the lawyer dudes had a woman pretty much like deck his spot out, it was fire.
Really?
Yeah, it was fire. She put them in there.
That's crazy.
But that's what's up though.
This is like the only week I'm available for everything.
I know that's what made me. I was like, man, I said this is a wild, shot. But let's see what she's doing this week. I mean, it's the holidays. Maybe she's not too busy.
I took off. I don't look at a computer, nothing. I closed up all my openings. I think I kept 2 open, but yeah, I was like, I can't do nothing. I need a break from the computer, people. But I appreciate it though because we definitely needed to do this.
Right. Let's get on those Q&As that the people actually since we answer the Q&As.
Okay. So a few people actually. Well, actually, I got a lot of them actually. It's more than a few. I did a Q&A yesterday.
You call me San Diego though, because I know for a fact. They've been probably like, man, when you dropping something else, scratching the stuff. I'm fiending for the new Justice Devon stuff.
Editor, I'll drop some stuff.
Man,
I'm not dropping. That's it.
After this, hit me up because I need to see like exactly how much editing you need done. Because
because I've been trying to make my videos less than like 10 minutes long, or less than 15. Because that first one was 24 minutes and that was way too long. To be honest, I don't even watch my own videos.
But that helps you though when it's super long. It helps your watch time and stuff like that. So
I know, and my watch time was trash, and so I was like, I had to do better. But now my watch time is better. That's
probably because that first video you probably didn't do a lot of cutting of like maybe unnecessary random and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was looking all over, and I was just.
But
I'm still trying to adjust the camera stuff, so it's like I look away, look down, and then on top of that, I'm a cusser, so I have to stop because I'm like I don't want to cuss, and I have to cut it out.
I mean, you're good. Just don't overdo it. But I mean,
I don't want to cuss on the internet.
Watch some of my latest videos that that I've edited and stuff like that. Like pretty much, actually, my last one I did like actually pretty good on that one. I compared that from that one to my first one. And if you want to get some editing stuff going on, let me know. I'm steady learning stuff on Premiere Pro anyway. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I wanted to try Premiere Pro. Right now I'm still stuck on that little iMovie thing.
That's why it's taking you a long time. You need to get on Premiere Pro.
Man, Premiere Pro be having too many features. I'm like, I don't know how to do it. But we can talk about that another time.
Yeah, get in the Q&A.
All right. Somebody said the first one they told me was time management, but I feel like I already answered that one then, huh?
Yeah.
About time management, so I can know that. All right. Best platforms to learn and practice coding. W3 schools. Go on like GitHub or GitLab and go look at other people's Gits and study their code. Me personally, that's what I used to do. I used to study their code on like GitLab or GitHub. Another best platform. Well, I just say W3 schools for me because it had HTML and CSS. But everything else I got off YouTube. I got off YouTube or just Google and just find like certain links. Stacks Overflow is okay. Sometimes they be wrong. I don't really trust them that much. VS Code has like a really cool like learning thing. And who else? I'm trying to think who else got a really good platform. It's gonna come to me eventually. But that's what I used. I used that, some books, and Google. Let's see. How to network when you're entering into a new career field in tech during a pandemic. That's a good question, but a lot of people been doing like virtual interviews and stuff like that. So, or like virtual networking parties. So I'll say go to like Meetup, go to like Eventbrite, go on LinkedIn and see if like anybody have like any virtual parties. That's a biggie to do. Attend all the virtual parties. And then now what I really been starting doing is I just wear a shirt that says like what I do. And then that's like the conversation started. Because I had this one girl, she worked at Walmart. She was like, you're an engineer? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, I've been trying to get into engineering. I really don't have nobody to talk to about it and stuff like that. So I'd get her my contact. And now she's one of my mentees. So
nice.
Yeah, so pretty much I'll just say go to attend virtual parties online. And you can really just type that on Google too. Virtual networking parties.
Look,
and
make one.
A friend that's in the industry that helps out a lot.
Right, make one of them shirts so I can buy it from you. Then I can wear it around as well. That way I don't gotta steal your design.
Like with like different people who like are in cybersecurity or like a different type of developer, be like, I'm this type of developer, and then just do it.
But to add on to that question, I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. Like I got little scripts you can send. I got little scripts you can send to people, and literally where it's not like you're bugging them, just like let them know what you're interested in, and just literally, guys, like the way that you use your other social media, use LinkedIn a little similar, like comment, like, and all that kind of stuff.
Like Instagram now.
Because the algorithm is going to start showing stuff you're interested in to you, and you can see somebody saying, "Oh, we're hiring for this job or this or that," and pretty much, I mean, it's simple,
Yeah.
Want to know more? Get at us.
Exactly. All right. The next one was, do you keep separate? No, do you keep okay, I think that she said that backwards, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do you keep separate personal and influencer social media profiles? Yeah. I have like 6 Instagrams though. So I have like 5 business.
I saw.
Yeah, I got like 5 business Instagram and 1 personal, but my personal Instagram, I keep it hidden. Some people know it already because I was more popular on my personal one, so I had to switch. Well,
that's what a Don't Rush challenge is on the personal one.
Yeah, it was on my personal, and so I had to like switch it up because I got tired of all the tech people coming to my personal. So I was like, let me change my audience up. So that's why I created my own tech page now. So yeah, I keep it separate. 100%.
I only got 3, and my personal was private.
Yeah, my personal private too. So
I need to get another Twitter because Twitter kind of wild, and I'll be promoting my business at YouTube on there, and then I'll be promoting other stuff. I'm gonna do it. I'm just tired of
a lot of things, and I be retweeting the wrong things, so I have to delete it.
Right, and I'm just tired of like managing like all the social media. Is just a lot. Right. So I'm like, I might do it eventually, man. I still got all this marketing crap I'm learning about. So.
You will. All right, somebody just asked me. They said, well, I won't say just, but I literally took a screenshot of all the questions that everybody had. So all the questions everybody had, keep in mind I'm answering them. So y'all know. All right, so what are some of your hobbies besides interior design and decorating? I like to shop. I like to spend money. I like to travel. I like to eat.
Do you dance? Do you dance when you about to eat?
Like a little shimmy,
Yeah.
shimmy.
You know, y'all get happy when you're about to eat.
That dance, I do that. But other than that, that's it.
I think one of her hobbies is also probably not texting back. She was like one of them, y'all.
Oh yeah, I don't like to text at all. I got like 100 some unread messages, and I have two phones, so that makes it even worse because I have two phones. So that means combined, I have like over 300 messages. It's bad. Or you can email me. I respond to an email, which is weird.
Listen, fellas, if y'all want to get her attention, it ain't gotta be a lot of money.
You gotta call. I'm a FaceTimer.
Like, say, what are you doing? But like, send like 5 cents a cash app. So you know what I'm saying? What are you doing?
That's
she gonna see that cash app.
I respond to cash apps quick.
Okay, see the girl.
My favorite. Let's see what else. Okay. Do you feel it's necessary to get a degree into tech? No, I feel like you don't need it no more. And on top of that, Google got a new school that came out. I don't know if it came out yet, but it's coming out.
See, I saw that, but I think Google was still a little too late for prime example. Like they trying to push their IT cert, but it's not recognized and nobody really cares about it.
True.
And I will say, people, I also agree because I feel like I could have learned this without going to school. But the more and more that happens, guys, I will let you guys know that it's going to drive the salaries down.
You think so?
Yeah.
I have so many friends who did not go to school for tech, and they're making a killing. They made like 26 grand a month.
Yeah, no. Now they are. But when it's an influx, a lot of people, and they really just not caring about school, just go get you some certs.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to mess up the balance. Because like I've been telling people on my videos, I'm like, it don't work like think about it. I tell somebody, oh, you have to get a Sec Plus, you're going to get 6 figures. I was like, if it worked like that, nobody would go to school. You pay your $300 past Sec Plus and get 6 figures. I was like, in certain instances, it work like that if you really know what you're doing. And yeah, you kind of, finesse your resume. And hopefully you can get through doing a job you don't know how to do. But most of the time, it don't work. No, I ran into that a lot. I ran into that on Twitter.
If you're still Googling, you still don't know what to do?
Man,
that's crazy.
I mean, you just got people that's good. Like, for example, for my clients, I told them up top, I'm not lying for you. I asked them for personal things.
I don't lie for mine either. I told them straight up, like, look, don't try to get me to lie because I ain't gonna lie for you.
I asked them about like accomplishments they did and different things, but I was like, I'm not gonna oversell you. I oversold myself on the interview and did bad. So yeah, I mean, it's on my resume. They start asking me about a whole bunch of crap. I tell people now, hey, if you cannot go in depth about something, I'm not putting it on your resume. You're gonna thank me later.
Wow, maybe I'm glad I ain't had them issues because everything I talked about from my clientele. So
yeah, I see your road, Mike. I got a.
Oh, you just saw it? Yeah. Listen,
I got a
third one I had to buy because the other one keep getting lost. I don't know what's going on with it.
Let me see what I can do. I don't feel like taking it off the stand. I'm lazy.
Yeah, it was like $300, I think, for that. It was like $300. I got it from Best Buy.
What you paid $300 for that?
Yeah, I got it from Best Buy.
Yeah.
This is the pro. This ain't the original. This ain't like the base one.
Listen, this Movo right here is a beast.
I ain't like those.
No, see, okay, so what you got to do is I will extract this and put it in Audacity. I will remove the noise, I equalize it, I compress it, and all that. Fire audio. And you can do it in Premiere Pro if you want to, too. So I was like, that's what I'm saying. But in general, like, you really have to, like, this is a good mic for like what I paid for. I mean, it got the little wind thing. It was comparable to the Rhodes because it was like, when I was like, okay, this thing's nice. And since I talked to you, I did go ahead and get the Sony. I like the Sony's better than.
I'm telling you, that Sony fire. I want to get another Sony, but right now I'm sticking with Canon because I don't feel like putting no money into Sony right now.
Right. Get the ZV-1. The only thing about the ZV-1 is it don't have.
No, it was something my cousin told me to get because she the one who told me to get certain cameras and she'd be like, get this, get that. If you trying to do this, that, and the third. I gotta remember what it was. I think it was like I remember the price though. I think it was like $1,300.
Yeah, I know. So I got to get the lens to where when I'm doing it, everything behind me is blended because the aperture is super low, and I think that's like $700-800
for the lens.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
That's why I understand why photographers, charge what they charge. I mean, outside world, people are like, he charged like, do you not know how much dude did pay for his lens, the lighting, and all this stuff, and you trying to get by with a cheap, photo shoot? Oh no.
Yep.
So hey, photographers, like my boy Mike Ebb said in Fight Temptation, get your money, man.
Facts.
Let's see.
I got so many questions, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to answer all of these.
You sure?
I know for a fact I'm not.
I mean, pick like, I guess like,
paragraphs.
Yeah, pick like two more,
Oh yeah, I need 2 more. Wait.
That's like, I guess like that makes sense.
All right, somebody asked me, what's your favorite part about UI UX design?
I think that's a good one.
My favorite part is doing prototypes. For UI, I'll say doing prototypes. For UX, my favorite thing is doing competitive analysis. I like to see who my competition is and why they're my competition. That's my favorite thing to do. Like, okay, I see they came up with the idea, but it didn't go no further. What was the issue? Why did they go no further? Why nobody haven't heard about them? And you know what's so crazy? Before Amazon even started with Amazon Cart, I was about to do it. And I saw it like, I think it was like a sneak peek or a release, and I was so pissed when I saw it. I was like, man, I'm so glad to do it.
Man, I forgot some stuff. I mean, I had some ideas way back in the gap. I don't know if I ever did that. I was like, I don't want to design the apps. But now I'm getting this space. I feel like we're gonna end up. This is like one of the things I thought about, like one of the supervisions. It's like everybody I know is gaining like all this expertise to where like in like 5 to 10 years, everybody came together and started our own like super like consulting company or some crap where like everybody is like pretty much a subject matter expert. And it's like the new school, and we really know what we're doing. Like that's like major, because one of the things we run into in this field is Black people don't really own a big company or one that everybody know how to do things and use similar things that the other companies use as well. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I feel like it's gonna happen whether I'm 30 or 50. Yeah, because I mean, to give people hope, it's like, okay, it's kind of like, it's not the same thing, but Michael Jordan owned the Hornets. But I mean, he's a Black majority owner of an NBA team, which you don't see a lot. So I mean, we don't see that a lot in these big companies or even other companies. So I think that'll be amazing. You definitely can give your people, because I mean, we got like all the Black law firms, architecture firms, all that kind of stuff. But as far as tech firms, I got to do some more investigating. They're probably out there, but they're probably few and far between.
Yeah, definitely for sure. That's how it is in my friend group. Like everyone in my friend group, we all do different things. So it's like we have a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, somebody in construction. So it's like we have somebody for something.
Because I'm not gonna lie, one of the things I've thought about, I actually told my lawyer this. As everything goes more digital, they're more susceptible to attacks. I feel like that's a huge. I can't think of the word right now. Potential growth right there. Because I've been reading up and seeing like ransomware attacks hitting certain law firms. So I think whether it's some different software or something to add, probably bring you in for the site and stuff like that.
Yep.
So salespeople.
Like all my friends, they come to me for websites, and so I'm like, okay, cool, but I need somebody to do this, that, and third for me. So we would probably do like a little trade or a little. Like, can you do my closet for me? You can do my closet for my website. No, really, that's really how I'm doing this right now. One of my friends, he owned like a custom closet design company, and I was like, listen, you do my closet, I'll do a whole website for free. I'm like, I need my closet done. So, but okay, last question I'm gonna do is, do you know how to build websites without code? Yeah, it's called Wix.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, it's called what I did, Wix.
It's called Wix and Webflow. You know another way you can do apps without actually learning code?
How?
You never heard of the platform at all?
You said it's called
It's a platform that you can actually build your own mobile app without coding anything, from the visuals to the functionality, prototype, all that.
What is it?
You ain't never? Okay, well, dang it. It's called Flutter. You never heard of Flutter?
I think I have.
All right, so to the 9 people that are on here, I'm dropping gems for y'all. Go check out Flutter if you're interested in mobile apps. You would never regret it. No more Angular for y'all. No more JavaScript. No more Adobe. Not Adobe. Android Studio. No more Swift. You learn how to do none of
You
it.
sound like my cousin with Swift. I wish I should have said this to him because the only reason I know about UI UX because he's talked about it a lot. Like I remember,
really?
Yeah, like one time he had me send a picture of me like doing my hand and stuff like this for whatever he was working on, like an iPhone app or some crap like that. And he's always been interested in it. But I have a question. This is the last question because
All right, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure people to ask you like, everybody want to know like what's the money like in UI? You don't have to get specific about you.
It's good and lit.
But if you want to get like a minimum and maybe like a median, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
How we know you ain't got no sugar daddy?
No, I ain't got one. I am the sugar and the mama and the daddy.
Okay,
Period.
Trinity.
But you want to know from like beginning or
not beginning, like around about like maybe somebody like some average that you think like UX people get because I think when people start seeing figures, they kind of understand. Okay, this makes sense.
All right, so I can tell you based off my experience. I don't really care. When I first started, I started out at 75, and then I like maneuvered and then move over, and so now I'm like in 6. But I feel like, and here's the thing: if you jump from company to company,
you get paid.
The higher is gonna be more than likely. You do a lot of jumping, and it depends on the company who you working with. If you don't do a lot of jumping, you're gonna stay the same. Your salary ain't gonna move. Probably gonna move like a good $30, $40 if you get a raise. However, certain companies raise. I think they do like what 4 or 5%.
A minimum probably be like a 3. I think most be like 7 year to year.
So sometimes anyway, it's not gonna jump too far. Me personally, I'll say move. If you really focus on the money, move company to company. If you're not and you focus on the growth, stay where you at for like at least a year or 2, then do.
Right.
But
like for me,
for them, I'll say what?
No, I was gonna say like same thing. Like I really now at the point like I can leave for the money, but right now, like I said, I just had a little girl, and dang, look, my light ran out of juice.
Oh Lord, no! I was probably one night yet.
Nah, I got an idea. So there you go.
But yeah, as for the median, I think it's like what 88 for US right now. It's like 88.
Yeah, I mean it's around the same like.
But it depends on what type of UX you're doing too. Like if you're trying to be a UX designer, it's like a good 88. If you're doing UX UI engineering, where you also doing coding, you're automatically like in 6 figures.
Right. Yeah, man.
Starting out though, you might be like a good 80, but
yeah.
Same. If you're just doing the basic design work, no coding, then you're probably like around 70, 80K. Yeah. Starting.
Same in this route. I mean, this field. I got my look. Everybody, be on the lookout from $20 to 6 figures, man. You know what I'm saying? Ebook dropping soon.
Premiere Pro is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I need to learn how to use it.
Just go ahead and buy the Adobe Suite for $300 a year.
I have it. I have the whole thing already. I have my company pay for it. I have the whole thing.
But I'm saying, is it yours though?
No, it ain't mine. It's on the company.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't, because it'll say today cloud.
But I'm the only person in my company that use Adobe, so they don't use it.
I'm just saying, as far as whatever legalities they might get into. Like I said, we can set up a Calendly thing if you wanted to. We can go through some things, little basic crap that I learned now. Because I started off using DaVinci Resolve.
What?
Yeah, you probably even heard of it. DaVinci Resolve is a beast. It's another editing app, man. It's really good, I think, for color grading and stuff like that. It's nice. I just went with Adobe because the 300, well, I got the student discount. It gave me access to like Adobe Spark, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, all the Adobe stuff, you know what I'm saying, you can use. So it was a better bang for my buck.
Yeah. Dang, I've never heard that. But I really do want to try Premiere Pro because a lot of my friends that use it, and I have some friends that like do small YouTube videos and they use Premiere Pro. Yeah,
and they got a lot of graphics already built in it, like all them titles and well, I downloaded some. I probably can send them to you. Like,
you know what I'm having an issue with now when it comes to videos is I don't know how to put music on in the background. I suck at that.
Really, in the iMovie?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
It's probably
it won't let me go from my iTunes. It like I don't know. Then it won't let me use songs that are not on my iTunes. So I'm like, I want to use this song. Why can I not use this?
So it needs to probably be some. This is what I do. Like that dude that I use all my intermission for. If they not on his SoundCloud, I'll rip them from YouTube.
But that's the thing. I've been going to SoundCloud and I download it and it's still not pop up on my movie.
We can figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's why I haven't released like any of my home decor videos. Is because I've been waiting on the music. Like,
and then you also could do like, I'm not gonna lie, like if you don't have to do a whole bunch of editing, shoot, throw it on use Canon software to put on your phone. Use InShot.
InShot.
Yeah, I used to edit. Yeah, I used to edit a lot of my videos with InShot too. Like it can do transitions and everything. You'd be surprised.
Never knew this.
Yeah,
I learn something new every day.
But we've been on here about an hour and 30. Don't want to hold you long. Hold the fans too long. So I appreciate you for coming on here. Right. Everybody, if you look in the description of the videos, I put her link tree on here where you can follow her on I think what's on there, you can tell everybody what's in that link tree.
My Instagram, you can schedule a consultation, you can apply to become a mentee on there. It's literally everything. My email address is on there, my YouTube, so both my channels are on there. All that. Pick My Brain is on there. If you want to talk to me, just pick my brain about certain things. It's on there. Got a question, schedule a consultation is on there. Everything is on there. Everything you need to know.
Nice. And you guys know all my stuff is always in the description.
Huh?
No, I was telling everybody, I thought you was finished. You can go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying my LinkedIn is not on there.
Okay. Yeah, everybody, my LinkedIn is on there. Everything is in the description. Get at me. Also, I got my solo.to in my bio. All my stuff is on there. In the words of O'Shea Duke Jackson, I appreciate all that you guys do. And remember, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.
All right. Sounds good. You guys have a good night.
We out.